Alright, so we're here on site today because our customer has a power point down here, but they want a power point down under here. So that's what we're going to do for you today. We're going to show you how you can get a cable from that power point to that power point, and you have the options to either blank it off or keep it and add a second power point. But we're going to go through all that today, show you how to run the cables, show you how to get it up under the floor into that power point, cut the hole in the wall, everything involved in that. We're going to show you how to do it together. So tune in and we'll see how we do it. So first thing you're going to have to do is we have to figure out what height we're going to want the power point in. So that could be one or two ways. You can ask the client how high they want it, or what I tend to do is I look around the rest of the room. Now the power point that was over here is on the skirting, but there's another power point in the bedroom that's above the skirting, which yours truly put in a couple years ago. So we're going to go off that power point and measure the height of that one, then mimic the same height over here as well. So I'm going to show you. Alright, so we've got this one here. We're going to measure. It is about 135 to center. So we're going to go off that from the flooring over there, 135 up, and we'll mark a hole and we're ready to cut it. Let's show you. So, tools you're going to need for this bit here is a pencil, plaster saw, jab saw, tape measure, and a PowerPoint cutout template. Right. So, before you make any holes, before you mark any points on the wall or anything like that, what you need to do, identify it if there's any studs in the way. So that's solid right there. It's all loose. Keep knocking until someone answers the door. Okay. Now, most people are right-handed, right-footed, so your dominant foot's going to be there. So I wouldn't want to put this, because this is going in for a computer, right? So there's a computer above. It's going to be essentially a desk in a cupboard. So I don't want to put it on the right-hand side. I'll put it on the left, because then you've got less people got any chances of actually touching it with their feet, right? So we'll put it on the left-hand side. That's what I think. Let's do it. So we'll get our tape measure and we'll mark it. Now this is a little bit below the carpet, so we'll mark this at 130. Sorry, no, we'll mark it at 140. That's what we'll do, right? We'll get a tape measure, lock it up there so it's out of the way for us. We'll get 140. We'll make a little line there on the wall. It's not an architectural house, and it's going to be in a cupboard out of the way. It doesn't have to be bang on perfect all in line, because there's already a power point that's not in line in this room, right? So we get our cutout template. It has a little bubble level in it. We'll put that on the wall and we start marking. And there we go. That's marked. Now we can get our jab saw and we can start cutting the hole out. So we get our saw and start cutting inside the lines. Do we chuck these in the walls? I'll let you decide in the comments. We've got a couple of coaxial cables, which is just because there's a TV on the other side of this wall, right? So that's probably handy for us to identify when we go under the floor where that is, right? So now what we're going to do, we're going to undo the power point that we're going to connect to on the other side of this wall. Sorry, on the wall behind me. So we're going to undo that power point, and we're going to then go under the floor, feed new cables up to there. And I know there's access to those cables getting up because I've rewired this house. So that's going to be easy. All right, cool. Let's get into it. We come to the power point and we start unscrewing. Flat screwdrivers and flat screws. Why did you ever exist? Right, the power point off. We've got two cables here because we looped in, looped out, so I now know I'll be able to get to that point there because I've already fed cables there before and I know exactly where that is. So we'll get that. So now what we need to do is we need to now get a drill with a spade bit so we can drill the power point behind me up through the floor. Those coaxial cables being there might be another spot there, but we're going to give 50mm separation between any communications cables. So we'll take a drill with a spade bit underneath there. We'll go and run through all the cable management as well to clip the cables on the wall to get them up to here. And yeah, we'll show you how we do it all. Let's go under the house. Aha! Let's get some cable. 2.5, do we use the new voltex? No, we'll use up the old Electra. Don't use up the new stuff yet. Alright, no. Let's get that. Let's go under the floor. Okay. We've got our two guns. We have our cable and all the essentials. I brought a hammer because I was going to do cable cuts, but forgot we had this gun. Alright, now let's go tackle the jungle. Alright, so crawling and under. Okay, not too bad. It's actually pretty good underfloor. Been under it a few times. Oh. That and that. Need the cable. One good thing I have on a table right behind you is rest. Okay. Okay. I brought the tree with me. Remember, usually, oh, you've lost me. Sorry. Remember, nothing really is secured under a floor. I'm trying to show you, but it's face tracking me. Yeah, so remember, nothing really is fully secured under a floor in a roof, right? So I just put my hand on that and nearly fell over tip. Alright, so let's get into this. So I'm pretty sure that the cables to that bedroom are either right over there or they're up here. I'm pretty sure that's them up in there, okay? So up in there, I know the wall behind the power point we're doing, there's a power point there, which is right over here. Okay, so I'm trying to get you, but the active truck is catching me. So that cable there. This cable here are doing the power point for the TV behind. There's the TV, the coax data. I'll eventually get the words out. I'm pretty sure that's the coax that's going up that wall right there. So we're going to go in that vicinity. Then we're going to go over there to that one, and that should get us everything we need. And then we'll clip the cable all the way along, all the way to there. Nice and easy, yeah? Sweet. So you can see, I think that one over there, we're going to have to go on the other side of the wall to get that one up. Pretty sure, but we'll see once we get the cable across. I'm going to go over in this little hidey hole over here. You'll see from this camera. I'm going to go over there and starting drilling holes and getting cable ready for that spot. Okay, now we're crawling. Hoping you can see what's going on here. No crate, any spiders in it? No, okay. Excuse me. Right, so there's the bay we want to work in right there. So we're going to grab a drill. Right, so we want to drill that at that angle. I can see light shining down that hole, so that's always a good sign. Oh, how good that? So we can see light, right? So that's not the hole, but that's light shining inside the wall, right? So we can see clearly that that's in the vicinity where we want to go. So we want to grab our cable. Now, makeshift ruler. Feet on this side. Feed it up into the wall enough to come out and be able to manipulate and play with. See how well this cable gun will go. I don't think it's going to like it at all. Not really. Right, what we'll do is we'll just have these in temporary, and then we will come back to it with some normal cable clips that we can actually bash in properly. That sounded like a crash that happened. Give me a second, I need to come back to this, just in case someone's hit my van out on there. Give me a second. Well, it wasn't my van, luckily. That was concerning. Or we might get our cable clips while we're here, eh? Yeah, so it wasn't our car. Hammer, clips, let's go back in there. Okay, we're back in. Definitely the wrong ones, that's not good. Okay. 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 Just for now. Let's do what we're going to do originally. Well, yeah, okay. So that's now all clipped across, right? So, now we can cut our cable. Right, we snippy. We'll make it longer than we need because we don't know what it's like on the other side of that wall. So we'll grab our cable, then we'll tuck our cable over this side of the wall, over there. A little trick I'm just going to do for apprentices to know. We can have a cable that goes up and over a timber like this, right? So it changes direction. Do your clip facing down. So you get your normal clip that faces down and your strength's in the nail. Flip it up the other way, so the nail's pointing up. Put it on the cable. And what that does is it stops the cable from going any direction. It can't go up, can't go down. Right, so if something pulls it or gets caught on anything, that's the benefit you got there. So there you go. All clipped, all nicely, all the way around. Let's go on the other side and put it up that wall. Right, let's go over there. Troll in the dungeon.
Troll in the dungeon!
Ow! That was my head. Oh. Ow. So I just hit my head on that. That hurt a lot, actually. I didn't see it coming. Oh. Sorry. Yeah, I didn't see it coming. That hurt. Anyway, let's get this sorted. Alright, let's get this cable up there into the other power point. Okay, so alright, that's up. It's good to go. Those cables will push back down once I grab the power point, wire it in, push them all back down the wall, so there's a little bit of play and serviceability on the cables. Alright, let's get back into doing this. Let's get back upstairs and wire these power points in. Why does the rain always come? Alright, how do we do? Alright, we're out of the hole. How do we go on this one? Yahoo! Yeah, how good's that, eh? Which way? That way. Beauty. We got him. Alright, so we've got our cable out. We snip him. We'll pinch. Pinch. Strip. Neutral. Earth, Grello, active, wisdom, cut the excess off, and get our power point. Got a little too much insulation in there. screwed up. Now all we need is to get ourselves a C-clip, and that power point can sit there on the wall. Let's go get a C-clip. Get our C-clip, pop it in there like that. We get our power point screws, one in there, start her off. And it's no good. Right, so we've got our cable here, we've got our circuit isolated, so let's start taking everything out. Indent there. Go banana peel. Untwist them a bit. Twist them together. And there we go, brand new power point installed from the existing power point, clipped under the floor all the way along, nicely put in there, no holes, no damages, all looks perfectly neat and tidy. How good's that, huh? So, if you would like any power points installed in your property, get in touch with us. All of our information is in the description below. And if you like this video, subscribe to our channel. We've got plenty more coming. Like the video, give us a comment as well. Tell us what you think, how we did. Cheers everyone, have a good one.